The thing that bothers me is that, like, sort of this feeling that I've had inside of myself, which no one has told me, but this feeling of like, I just gotta shut up and take it. And I'm not built like that.
In the world of science fiction and fantasy, where anything can exist, dragons and droids, fairies and Sith lords, people still have a problem with Black and POC characters. Moses Ingram, the newest and deadliest actress who stars as a Sith Lord in the series Obi-Wan Kenobi, has faced huge amounts of backlash and hypercriticism due to her race and gender. It's ridiculous and shows how little imagination racists really have. Those are the same people who claim I don't see color, but that couldn't be further from the truth. If you remember, there was similar backlash for John Boyega's and Kelly Tran's characters. And if you go outside the Star Wars universe, like the newest installment of Game of Thrones, Half-Elf Dragons, that features posters of Black characters, and Thor Ragnarok, where Idris Elba starred as the Norse god, we see a pattern emerge. White fans can't grapple with Black and POC people existing in fantasy. What's ironic about their dismissal of these diverse characters is that sci-fi and fantasy shows usually celebrate the differences the characters bring to the story, and that often improves the storytelling. Star Wars was always a progressive show for its time, and if you were a real fan, you'd know that. The comments about wokeism and diversity hires make no sense and only reveal that white racists selfishly believe these stories are only for them. One of the draws of popularity to Star Wars is that it represents the underdog, and if we all took time to think about the real-world groups of people who have had to fight tooth and nail to have rights, be represented, and who have had to create innovative ways to survive, the characters would look a lot more like me and other Black and POC peoples. And often, sci-fi and fantasy stories take inspiration from the experiences of those very groups. George Lucas has stated that he drew inspiration for Star Wars from the US invasion of Vietnam. The Handmaid's Tale, which is a dystopian fantasy, was inspired by the experiences of enslaved Black women. Star Trek regularly reflected the sentiments of the feminist and civil rights movements in the 1960s. So, what's my point? My point is that sci-fi and fantasy often tell stories that resonate with Black and POC fans, but many of these stories left those people out of them, despite it being mythical. And now we're taking strides to correct that and give them more of a center presence. Why does that make people so angry? I love fantasy, sci-fi, anime, and superheroes. It gives me an escape from this crazy world and makes me believe anything is possible. Growing up, I never got to see a Black fairy, a Black dragon rider, or a Black woman wielding a lightsaber, and now I do. It's freaking awesome. I want more of it, and I think that Black and POC people deserve to have that joy too. And if you can't write or enjoy a character without thinking their race will hinder the story, maybe that genre isn't right for you. So in closing, let's celebrate actors and actresses like Moses Ingram who are bringing their skills and representation to the sci-fi universe. I love me an evil queen, and I cannot wait to the next episode. Thank you all for watching Rebel HQ. Like the video and let me know in the comment section below if you're going to be tuning in to the next episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi tonight.